Once when the Holy Prophet was in the house of Abu Ayyub Ansari, Ma'az ibn Jabal asked him about the Naba al-Adhim. The Holy Prophet said, "Certainly it is a very great thing." Then with tears in his eyes continued, Ma'az, 10 kinds of my followers will be presented for judgment. 1. Some will be with the face of monkeys, and they will be the backbiters and the tail bearers. 2. Some with the face of swine, and they will be those who ate the forbidden things. 3. Some walking on the heads, and they will be the usurers who earned interest on their lendings. 4. Some blind who have acted unjustly. 5. Some deaf and dumb who had been proud of their righteous deeds. 6. Some biting their tongues, which will be hanging on their breasts with a liquid giving out the foulest smell, flowing out of their tongues, which will be tormenting the people assembled there, and they will be unjust judges, the hypocrites among the ulema, i.e., the scholars who preached piety and goodness to the others, but they themselves behaved otherwise, i.e., contrary to their own admonition to the others. 7. Some with their hands and legs severed. They will be the ones who teased their neighbors. 8. Some will be hanging on the gallows of fire. They will heed the critics who sought the defects and the shortcomings of the others. 9. Some from whom will be coming out a very foul smell, and they will heed those who, defying the limits of the law prescribed by God, in seeking enjoyment of their carnal desires and passions, the fulfillment of their selfish desires, and those who obstructed the dispensation of the rights of others and depriving the others from getting their legitimate due. 10. And some will be clad in the garments made of kataran, a kind of oily matter which will be sticking to one another, and they will be the proud and the haughty ones. It has already been given under the concerned verses that sour is plural of soret. The blow in the forms mean the time when everything will assume its final form, and according to authentic traditions, narrated by both schools of thought, that on the resurrection day, people will be grouped in accordance with their deeds and characters, formed in the present life, and each group will assume the form after its character. Some will assume the form, worse than the form of swine and dogs, and that shows the body in the hereafter will be the manifestation of the soul. However, it has nothing to do with the doctrine of the transmigration, i.e., the return of the departed soul to a physical body through birth in this terrestrial realm. All these sorts of references in the Quran deal with the life hereafter, which is beyond the terrestrial realm. AP. Verse 20. Mountain means something firm and stable. But when it's moving and the transitory condition is realized, it appears that the idea of a mountain was only a mirage. AP. Verse 23. Aqab is the plural of hukab, and the Holy Prophet said that a hukab is the duration of 80 and more years, and each year of an especially long duration of thousands of years in the terms of our present calculations. The first holy Imam Ali ibn Abu Talib was asked by Bilal as to the length of a hukab, which is ordinarily taken, and he replied, that a hukab is of 80 years, and each year of 12 months, and each month of 30 days, and each day of 1,000 years. Then Ali said that hukab, which will continue one after the other before those committed to hell are taken out of it. About the duration of the stay in hell and heaven, see 11, 107 and 11. 108. The continuous chain of the aqab is for the disbelievers who will never be out of the hellfire. Ms. According to the al-Bayt, aqab is for those who ultimately will be released. AP. Verse 25. Gusak 25 feet is a liquid with intolerable foul smell. A recompense from thy Lord, an award according to the reckoning 2 inches 78. 36. The Lord of the heavens and the earth and whatever is between them too, the beneficent God. They shall possess not the right of addressing 378. 37. On the day whereon shall stand the Spirit and the angels arrayed, they shall speak not save he whom the beneficent God giveth leave for, who spoke only the truth. 78. 38. That is the day certain, whoso then desireth, may take refuge unto his Lord. 578. 39. Verily have we warned you of a chastisement nigh at hand, the day when man shall see what have sent before his 2 hands, and when the disbeliever shall say, Oh, would that I were dust. 78. 40. Commentary. Verse 31. For the Faz al-Adhim, i.e. the great achievement. 6. Read the verse with Wajalan lil Mutakina Imaman. It will mean that the Mutakin are the pious ones. shall have their salvation through their imams. AP. Verse 36. The recompense from the Lord will not be in the degree equal to the goodness, but more, as the gift and the grace from God in addition to it. Verse 37. None will have any power or right to question the decision of the Lord. 7. Addressing him, as a pleader or addressing the others. 7. 46-49 or as explained in the next verse. AP. Verse 38. Ruh, i.e. Spirit, reference to the messenger angel Gabriel, being superior to all the angels and the nearest one to God and the one who conveyed messages from God to his apostles and who after the conclusion of the apostleship with the Holy Prophet Muhammad stayed with the holy imams, the chief of the angels. 8. It is clear by this verse in chapter 97, for that, Ruh, and MECCA, are two different intellectual entities of the non-physical sphere. It will give as to who is permitted by God to address him for blessings and address the others to convey his blessings. AP. Verse 39. Read this verse with 25. 57. The only way to salvation is the mawaddat, or love of those attached in body and mind to the last apostle of God. AP. Verse 40. When a disbeliever and the sinner will see the wrath of God and the punishment they had to meet in the blissful life, the reward for the believers and the righteous, this is what the souls of the wicked ones would desire. 1. Refer to 44, 57, 45, 30, 25, 75. 2. Refer to 11, 105, 70, 4, 97, 4, 3. To plead or addressing God, refer to 7, 46, 49 is explained in the next verse. 4. He whom the permission will be given, will be the one who spoke nothing but truth, the holy prophet. Refer to 53, 3, 53, 4. Refer to 4, 85, 19, 87, 20. 101, 21, 28, 34, 23, 39, 44, 74, 48, 10, 3, 43, 86, 5. Refer to 25, 57, 6, C 44, 57, 45, 30, 7, C 11, 105, 8, C 70, 4, 97, 4, 16, 2, 9. Refer to 53, 2-4, 43, 86, 2, 143, 3, 18. Commentary. Verse 1. The Arabic alphabet is used to indicate the swearing, i.e. by the angels who tear out the souls of the disbelievers from their bodies. The beginning of this surah is like that of Surah 77. The swearing by the angels and the other forces and the elements in nature might not give the true sense of the gravity of the act to those ignorant of the greatness of the things or the phenomenon, but those who know how great and mysterious are the things and the functioning of the natural phenomena would realize the seriousness or the importance of the occasion for God to do it, and how great and vital the thing must be to mankind that the gracious God announces of it with so much stress. Though the souls of the disbelievers are loath to part with their physical body, they are dragged out violently by force. In the first, second and the third verses the reference is to the forces which are working preparatory to put an object into motion, i.e. to draw forth, to remove obstacles, to put into motion. Then in verse 4, competition starts, hence the need of administration referred to in verse 5. The question is whether the forces are angelic, natural or human. Considering the fact that the chain of the forces working in the universe reverts to God and one precedes the other harmoniously, there is no reason for restricting to any particular force. 19. The same is throughout these verses. AP. Verse 2. By the angels who gently cause the